Oh my god. Guys, I've had like the longest, most annoying, most stressful work week ever. And I'm just happy I made it till Friday. I ordered myself food to make me feel better. Does anybody else do that? I think the food is actually here. Hold on. Woohoo! Okay, this food is from a place called Jamaican Me Crazy. Let's ignore that. But I was like really craving some Caribbean food. Ooh! So I got oxtail, rice and peas, and cabbage. This just made my whole day. Give me utensils. Yeah. Just a fork wrapped up in some napkins. It's just made everything so much better. Okay, this place is good. I had to make some coffee because I knew I was gonna have leitis. But yeah, guys, like, this week was just so much work, and my job does require a lot of my time. It's very rare that I have a day where I just do nothing, but I started a new project a few months ago, so now I'm managing two totally separate projects. Like, one is a project and one is a program. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm filming. Stay. Whew. Jeez, dogs, right? Yeah, like, I'm managing a project and a program, and that program takes up all of my time. It's so much work, and the expectations from me are so high, which I love because I love responsibility. But it really stresses me out. This is like my first real job, and like I'm managing so much, and my stress has changed. Like, when I first started working my job, my stress came out of feeling inadequate, and I was always insecure about my work. And for whatever reason, my manager at the time kind of played into it. But now I've grown out of that, and I realized my potential based on this new project. Like, I would not be able to manage an entire program at $1 billion company if I wasn't doing good work. So I've gotten over the insecurity part of my job. Now I'm just dealing with the stress of, like, I'm so used to managing my time so well when it comes to work. And now it's just so much work that time management doesn't even mean anything to me. It's that whole work from home thing where I'm sitting on meetings from 9 to 5. By the time it hits 5 o'clock, that's when I can really start my work. So it's just really, really stressing me out. So if you guys have any recommendations on how you deal with this new type of stress of just working from home and always being on, and people always thinking you're available just because they know you're at home, please send me some advice. I read a book with my friends from work called The Defining Decade. I'll place a pic here and put a link in the details down below. But that book helped me so much, and it's for anyone in their 20s. Even if you have aged beyond your 20s, it's probably going to be very funny for you to look back on your 20s while reading that book and seeing what mistakes you made and things you could have done differently. But they have a really, really great section in that book on your work life, especially being so new into the workforce, and some of the thoughts you have, like, oh no, I forgot to put a period at the end of my email, I'm gonna get fired, or they're gonna think I'm an idiot. And those things, yes, it's important to, you know, be grammatically correct, but like, it's not that big of a deal. That book really helped me eliminate the stress I was previously having. But now I'm looking for books, TED Talks, your mom's voicemail, like anything that would help me get over this stress of feeling like there's not enough time in the day and feeling guilty about not taking time for myself. And I spoke a little bit about this feeling of like that productivity guilt, but it's beyond that now. I do feel productive. I'm always working, and I'm always working efficiently, but I just still don't feel like there's enough time in the day to do everything. And it really hit me hard this week. One thing I did was try to do some self-care stuff. So I took 3 days off, but even when I took those 3 days off, I still had to work maybe 4 hours out of those days, which, like, what's the point, right? I'll try to take an extra 30 minutes in my lunch break. When I go walk my dogs, it's no longer just a simple walk around the building. It's like, wow, I'm de-stressing. I'm trying to think of anything but work. I'm listening to music. I'm listening to a podcast, something that's more relaxing than sitting at that desk from 9 a.m. to literally 5 p.m. sometimes, only getting up to use the bathroom, walk my dogs, and eat lunch, and that's it. And sometimes I'm even eating lunch and working because I have lunchtime meetings. It's really, really wild and really crazy, and I'm super appreciative for my job because I learn so much every single day. But dang, like, it's a lot of work, and I'm so lucky to be working for a company who I feel like actually cares about me and actually makes sure that I have what I need to be successful in my job. But oh my God, it's a lot sometimes. So please guys, any advice you have, I'm willing to listen. Leave some comments down below on some things that you've done to help you feel a little bit better about relieving your work type stress. I'm begging you, please. All right, it's like 7 a.m. I'm doing some studying before my class. For the past few days, I've been taking a Scrum Master course so I can get my Scrum Master certification. And if you don't know what Scrum is a type of like project delivery framework, mostly used when developing software. And that's what I'm doing for work right now. But it can be used in other fields such as like marketing and research. So I'm studying to become a Scrum Master. The Scrum Master facilitates work through the development team by eliminating obstacles, talking to stakeholders, assisting in planning, and just pushing the team to reach their goals. So as a project manager, I was trained to deliver projects in the waterfall method, which is the most common delivery method, which breaks project work into phases, and everything is planned out from start to finish. That's the biggest difference between Scrum or Agile, as you may have heard it before, in waterfall. And that's why Scrum is a better process for delivering technology, because with Scrum, the work and the timeline for that work is a little more flexible, while waterfall is more structured and precise. Changes to the product that we're delivering is more appropriate and acceptable in a Scrum environment, while in the waterfall process, it's not. Like, it's very hard to get some portion of a product or a feature changed. I think of Scrum as like plan as you go, but you have the end goal in mind. Like, for instance, let's say you want to build a boat. You know what that boat looks like, but maybe you don't have every single step outlined on how to build that boat. So maybe you'll get started and you'll learn as you go, and eventually you'll get to that boat. While waterfall is like, okay, you know you want to build a boat, you're going to sit down and create a design. It's just different phases. Everything is mapped out to the T. And there's pros and cons of both. However, I'm really liking Scrum or Agile a little more than the waterfall delivery method, but that's just my preference. So my classes have been on Zoom from 9 to 5, which I hate. And I know, like, in this COVID environment, so many people are taking classes online. I've never taken an online class before. I've taken like tests online or maybe watched like videos for class online, but that's as far as I've gone. This sucks. This really sucks. There's so many factors that go into this that is just terrible. So for the past 2 days, it's been storming. So everyone's Wi-Fi is acting crazy, and the professor's microphone sucks. It sucks. Every time he changes the inflection in his voice just disappears, and it's so annoying. What else sucks? You have to have your camera on. Why? It sucks. Like, I get so distracted. I try to listen, but next thing I know, I'm like on Instagram scrolling. It's just so crazy. And just to sit there all day for 8 hours, to think that students who are younger than me, who may have even shorter attention spans, are doing this, and they're gonna be doing this for years possibly. Oh my gosh, like, my heart goes out to every single one of you guys. That it's tough. But on the flip side, I am so grateful that I work for a company that's paying for this class for me, guys. When you look for a job, I think it's important to find a job that really wants to support you and help you grow. Like, I'm gonna be probably the youngest person at my company with a Scrum Master certificate, and my company's paying for it. This class is so expensive, and it's gonna set me apart from like so many other people. I just feel like so grateful for that. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. One of the really cool things I'm noticing about this framework is, like, I can already see how I can improve my team even after just a few hours of class. Like, This is gonna be a game changer when it comes to my professional development. I'm so excited to see how I'm gonna use this with my teams. Ew! This is gonna be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!